This is the 10th video and the conclusion video, part A of the short course Effective Data Collection. In our previous video, we did look at sampling your population. In this video, we shall look at the first part of designing a great survey, piloting, and also field data collection plan. My name is Douglas Amenya, a researcher at DataTrax Research Limited. So we start with designing a great survey. Surveys are the bedrock of data-driven research. The quality and reliability of your data, and by extension your entire project, hinges on the effectiveness of your survey. Below are 8 steps that we can use to design an ideal survey. Now, the first is set your goals. Second, narrow down on your target population. Third, structure the survey. Fourth, select the mode of your survey. Fifth, choose the right question type. Sixth, formulate the questions. Seventh, introduce the survey. And lastly, eighth, take the field. Now, we start with the first one, which is set your goals. Defining the purpose of your survey in a clear and ambiguous terms is absolutely vital. It sets the direction of everything you do. Coming back to the drawing board and reminding yourself of the purpose of the survey can be a good way to get back on track when the team feels like it is stuck in a rut and is unable to draw inspiration to continue driving forward. The second one is narrow down on your target population. So in order to collect data that is relevant to the purpose of your study, it is important that you reach out to the right people. So identifying the right people for your survey is another critical aspect of your survey, and bears heavily on the structure and mode of survey that you choose to employ. The nature and language of the questions used while formulating the questionnaire also depend heavily on the target population. The third, structure the survey. So dividing a questionnaire into categories results in an intuitive structure that is easy for participants to navigate. The researcher can also improve the survey experience further by providing additional explanation at the beginning of each section. This gives the respondent an idea of what to expect. Categorizing the questions while designing the survey, even before you get down to writing the questions, helps maintain the focus on the different research objectives and ensures a balanced output. The fourth, select the mode of your survey. The mode that you employ to administer the survey depends on the sample type and also size. Use the mediums that are only most effective in reaching your target population. The time span of the research is also an important factor to consider. So leveraging technology to maximize the extent and depth of your reach might come in very handy in such situations. The fifth point to look at is choose the right question types. So using the right tool for the right job is essential in any endeavor. So questions are the tools of your survey, and picking the wrong question type can be as awkward as using a screwdriver to knit a pullover. Throw in a good mix of closed-ended questions. That is, you can use dichotomous, which is two response question, yes, no, true, false, multiple choice, and also ordinal scale questions. After considering the purpose, of course, that each question type will serve. So you can top it up with open-ended questions where necessary. The sixth point is formulate the questions. So words mean different things to different people, and taking care of some of the finer details involved in formulating an effective question can go a long way. So do not leave any scope for ambiguity. Be very clear about what you need and get your questions proofread by someone who is not familiar with your study before sending out the survey. Brevity is essential. Respondents are more likely to respond positively to questions that are concise and able to hold their attention. Avoid unnecessary jargon. The language should be as simple and generic as possible. And finally, the answer choices must be well defined. The seventh point is introduce the survey. Introduction is often considered to be the most critical part of the survey, as a majority of the respondents make up their mind about whether they would like to answer the question, the survey, after going through the introduction. So the introduction needs to make a good, strong first impression, for it sets the tone for the rest of the survey and lays down the context in a simple, understandable way. Begin with a statement, thanking the respondents for their time and explain the subject of study along with a confidentiality statement to address privacy concerns. Mention the expected time required to complete the survey and display the percentage completed as the respondent moves ahead. The eighth point is take the field. Once the survey is ready, execute your plans through robust collection mechanism. If the survey is being conducted in person, make sure the people who administer the survey completely understand the message, the purpose of the survey, and are comfortable conversing with the population they are supposed to interact with. So do not forget to train them on the use of open-ended and unstructured questions and brief them about the technicalities of the survey. Before you head out to launch your survey in the field or online, test the survey with a small control group to see if everything functions the way you expect it to. So these are the 8 simple steps that you consider, and if you consider them, you are set to go. So if you've designed your survey well and executed your plans to perfection, trust that you'll get good, clean data from the data collection exercise that will also give you good insights. The other thing we're going to look at is piloting a survey. So collecting primary data at any scale is challenging. Though data quality can be difficult to measure, it is important to ensure that you are not wasting time on poor data quality. So creating a good survey is one of the best ways to measure data quality. A bad survey will only lead to a bad data and thus bad inferences. But how can you ensure that your survey will collect relevant, accurate, useful data? There is a solution to this. It is pilot your survey. In a pilot, you can test all aspects of the survey: question flow, order, language, before you can use the survey to collect the real data. So piloting helps you identify and fix issues that would have led to poor data quality. A pilot is like giving your survey is like putting your survey through a simulator to understand what is right and wrong. So what is the goal of piloting? So piloting should help you answer the following questions. Am I catering to my audience? Will my data collectors be able to seamlessly collect data using the survey? Does my survey format cater to my needs? Now, is it capturing too much or too little? And is my survey collecting the data in the correct format? So in addition, piloting can help you understand implementation hassles. By testing out your survey in advance, you can predict any problems that might arise during the actual rollout. For example, a pilot can help you learn how surveyors should be traveling from place to place, whether you should inform respondents in advance what your surveyor should carry with them, and more. In our next video, we will be going to the second part of the conclusion, which is designing a great survey, piloting and field data collection plan. My name is Douglas Amenya, a researcher at DataTrax. See you then.